There are three ways to truly know Jesus, not just know about him, but know him deeply. And each one reveals a different facet of his heart, his attitude, and his nature. First, know him as he came to the earth, not as people expected, but as people needed. He didn't arrive with power that intimidates. He arrived with love that invites. Born in a manger, raised in simplicity, walking among ordinary people, this is Jesus choosing limitation on purpose. The Creator stepping into creation. The infinite becoming touchable. Look at his attitude closely. He was approachable. Children ran to him, not away from him. The broken felt safe around him. The guilty weren't crushed by him, they were restored by him. When others condemned, he forgave. When others avoided, he leaned in. But don't mistake his gentleness for weakness. He carried a quiet authority. When he spoke, storms listened. When he commanded, demons fled. When he taught, hearts were exposed. His words didn't just inform, they transformed. He was patient, but not passive. Loving, but not compromising truth. Humble, but fully aware of who he was. He wept with those who suffered. Yet he also flipped tables when holiness was dishonored. That means his love wasn't soft, it was pure. A love that comforts and corrects. This version of Jesus shows you something powerful. God is not distant. God understands. God came close enough to feel everything you feel. So when you're hurting, when you feel unseen, this is the Jesus who says, I know I've been there. Second, know him as he is now after he left. Because Jesus didn't disappear, he transitioned. After the resurrection, everything shifts. The humility is still there, but now it's wrapped in glory. The suffering is finished, and authority takes its place. This is Jesus exalted. He is no longer walking dusty roads. He is seated in power. But being seated doesn't mean inactive. It means his work of sacrifice is complete, but his work of connection continues. His attitude now is faithful and intentional. He is not reacting. He is reigning. He intercedes. That means he speaks on behalf of people. He sees every struggle, every prayer whispered quietly, every tear no one else noticed. And instead of being distant, he responds with purpose. His love now carries assurance. Before, people could physically touch him. Now he reaches hearts everywhere at the same time. Before, he was limited by location. Now, there is no place you can go where his presence cannot meet you. And here's the deep part. His patience right now is not weakness, it's mercy. The same Jesus who once walked in gentleness is now extending time for people to turn, to grow, to come back. His grace is active. His voice still calls, his spirit still moves, but his holiness hasn't changed. He still hates sin, not because he wants to punish people, but because sin destroys what he loves. So his current nature holds both, deep compassion and unwavering truth. He comforts, but he also convicts. He restores, but he also refines. This is Jesus who walks with you even when you don't feel him. The Jesus who is working behind the scenes, aligning things, shaping you, calling you higher. So when you feel lost in the present, this is the Jesus who says, I'm still here, I never left. And third, know him as he will come, because the story isn't finished. There is a version of Jesus many people don't think about, but it completes everything. He is coming again, not hidden, not quiet, not in a manger. This time there is no veil over his glory. The humility you saw before will now be revealed as majesty. The patience you experience now will give way to justice. The mercy extended for so long will meet the moment of truth. His attitude then will be decisive. No confusion, no delay, no misunderstanding. Every wrong will be addressed. Every hidden thing will be brought into light. Every injustice that seemed ignored will be answered. But here's what's important. He is not becoming a different person. He is revealing a different facet of who he has always been. The same Jesus who held children is the same Jesus who will judge the world. The same Jesus who forgave is the same Jesus who defines truth. His holiness will be undeniable, and his authority will be absolute. No one will question who he is. No one will debate his power. Every heart will recognize him not just as Savior, but as King. And for those who know him, this isn't a moment of fear. It's a moment of fulfillment, because the one who was gentle with you, the one who was patient with you, is the same one who is coming back for you. So here's the real question. Do you only know Jesus in one moment, or do you know him across all three? Do you know his humility, his present faithfulness, and his coming glory? Because if you only see him as gentle, you might forget his authority. If you only see him as powerful, you might forget his compassion. But when you see all of him, you don't just admire him, you surrender to him. And that's where everything changes. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Sight Kids and Niños con Visión.